What up, y'all? It's Malik. So Rain Stands is the brand. Let's get into it, man. This message, bro. Hold up. Unforgiveness will eat you alive, bro. Whether it's physically, like, whether it's physically, spiritually, whether it's psychologically, the whole spectrum, bro. You feel me? Unforgiveness will eat you alive if you keep it in your heart. Unforgiveness will really eat you alive, bro. All of this unresolved feelings, all of this unresolved unforgiveness that you have towards somebody that did you wrong, all of this hatred, all of this sadness, depression, well, not depression, but all of this just pent up anger that you have towards a person, bro. That unforgiveness will eat you alive. And also, that unforgiveness will lead you nowhere, bro. It will lead you nowhere. Because unforgiveness really holds a lot of people back. You feel me? It really holds a lot of people back. You know? It really holds, man. Because how can you move forward? How can you move forward in your walk with God, right? Or, for instance, how can you walk with God if you have unforgiveness in your heart, bro? You got to get that resolved, man. You gotta go to God to clean all that stuff up. You gotta forgive these people that done you wrong, man. Cause I forgive dumb folks who done me wrong, man. Because I experience all types of stuff from people, and whenever people do something to me, bro, I'll be like, dog, that's not even them, bro, for real. For that, bro, if that's my method to forgiving people so quick, because I don't want unforgiveness in my heart. And if I do, I try my best to forgive them wholeheartedly. I don't be trying to hold resentment towards somebody, or anger, or oh, this person hurt me so bad. Now I have no unforgiveness. No, I have no forgiveness towards them. Nah, bro. You gotta forgive a lot of people that done you wrong, guys, bro. How I do it, I be like, yo, how I do it, I be like, if somebody hurt me so bad, if somebody did me wrong, betrayed me, cutthroat me, or just did some weird stuff to me, like to hurt me, I'll be like, bruh. Of course, I'll be hurt at that moment, but I'll be like, bruh, that's not even that person that did it, man. It's Satan, man. Freak that nigga, bro. Bro, that's how you gotta look at it, bro. Because a lot of people are dealing with principalities. A lot of people are dealing with spiritual wickedness, bro, in their spirit, man. And they be dealing with demonic entities that's all around them. So when they hurt you and do all these things, that's just the byproduct of the demonic entities that's all around them, bro. You gotta be like, hey, bro, that's not even them, bro. For real. Now it's still them, because that's their actions. That's them as a person. That's their actions. That's where their heart is at. But when it comes to forgiveness, that's how you gotta peep it, though. That's the method, bro. That's how you gotta peep it. Now, of course, that person did that. It was that person under the influence of these demonic spirits. It was that person, of course, because that's really them, and that's really their actions doing that to you. But they're under the influence of these demonic entities, bro. You gotta be like, hey, bro, that's them doing that, bro. That's not that person, bro. But I know, I understand. A lot of people be having hurt. A lot of people be having pain from whatever their parents caused them, or whatever they significant other caused them, or whatever their job caused them. There's unforgiveness in every area that you think a person's holding, bro. You know, some people did. A person might have unforgiveness from their best friend saying something that really hurt them, or it could be a husband, right? It could be a husband out there, right? Their wife said something to them that really hurt them. Now they harboring unforgiveness. Like, bro, just forgive, bro. Just forgive, man. It's not soft. It's not. It's not soft. It's not. You're not pussy for forgiving, bro. Let me say it like that, bro. Let me be street with y'all niggas, bro. It's not pussy for forgiving somebody, bro. I'ma be dead ass, bro. It's not pussy for forgiving somebody, bro. It's really pussy when you have unforgiveness. Let me say that. Let me reverse the script, man, because people are always trying to reverse it to the good side. Nah, let me reverse it to the bad side. It's really pussy if you have unforgiveness, bro. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'll say it like that, man, because unforgiveness is really like scary, bro. Because I pray that any area in my heart, I pray that any area in my heart, I pray that God, if I have any secret unforgiveness, I pray that God rips it out of my heart, man, because I forgive everybody who done me wrong, man. Even the ones I forget, man, because we human, we forget there's certain stuff that people done to us that we are harboring unforgiveness, bro. You feel me? It be the moments where you be like, oh, yo, I remember that person, and then you remember the feelings behind it. You're like, oh, I pray that whatever, I forgive everybody who done me wrong, bro. Like, I'm not trying to harbor any unforgiveness, bro. Like, I truly forgive anybody who done me wrong, even the ones I forget. Because like I said, we human, we forget every little small molecule of hurt, and then we remember it at all times. We remember at all times. But I forgive everybody who done me wrong, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I hate this person. Oh, I, I don't like this person, harboring resentment and all. Nah, bro. Like, I'm already knowing when you have unforgiveness, bro, it really just slows you up in your walk with God. It really just blocks. Yo, it really blocks God, bro. It blocks God from moving, bro. Because think about it. How can God forgive you for your sin if you can't forgive others, bro? You really just blocking your own growth. Hold up. You feel me? You're just blocking your growth at that point. Like, dead ass, bro. It really blocks somebody's growth in God, man. When you have all of that going on, bro. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro. You blocking your own growth, you know? Bro, I have OCD, bro. Because when I do messages like this, in the middle of the message, I'll be like, do I have unforgiveness? That's how you know somebody's heart is like really pure, man. Cause it's like in the middle of the message, I'm thinking about, yo, do I got unforgiveness in my heart? But I'm already knowing I really like try my best to really forgive everybody that done me wrong, bro. Even the ones I don't remember, bro. This message would do that, bro. I'm like, yo, did I forgive this? Man, I did, bro. It just be that OCD, bro. Like, I forgive people, bro. Like, I really like. I really don't hate nobody, bro. It's really hard for me to have hatred or dislike somebody for real, bro. Like, it's just like, what's the point, bro? What, like, that ass, what's the point, bro? Like, what's the point, bro? Like, even if that person done me crazy, what's the point, bro? It's just hurting me more than it's hurting them, bro. It's hurting me because the unforgiveness, but it's hurting them because, hey, I don't know. But yeah, man, like, dead ass, bro. With y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have experienced a lot with people, bro. I have experienced a lot with people, bro. And I have experienced people who hurt me so badly, bro. For the people that are with me on this, I've had people who hurt me so badly, bro. That thing freaked me up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It freaked me up, man. It messed me up. It made me like just really question my self-worth. It made me question everything, bro. But what really brought me out of that was forgiveness and really just getting above my problems. You feel me? Like, when people hurt y'all, bro, and I'm talking to the people that be in relationships, because a lot of people be in relationships for real, bro. You feel me? Damn near, like, you feel me? Like, if you have experienced relationship hurt to the point where you can't function, bro. You gotta forgive, bro. You gotta forgive. You gotta get that out your system, bro. You gotta get that out your system. You gotta move on. You gotta move on, bro. You gotta move on, sis, bro. If somebody hurt you that badly, you gotta move on, bro. Like, you gotta forgive, bro. Wholeheartedly. You can't be hating folks out here. Oh, what did the Bible say? When you hate your brother, that's like murder, right? I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, you can't be hating folks out here because how they did you, bro. A part of spiritual maturity is really forgiving people, bro. And really understanding. When you have empathy, bro, oh my gosh. When you have empathy, you can actually, and you could put yourself in another person's shoes. You will really understand why they do certain stuff. You will understand it. He was like, oh, that nigga was worldly. That nigga was worldly. All he did was wanted so and so and this and that. You feel me? Once you have empathy and you could do that, you will understand it. You be like, oh yeah. You feel me? I feel like when you have empathy and spiritual maturity in God, you will understand why a lot of things happen. And you will forgive a lot easier, bro. When you have spiritual maturity, it kind of puts you in a place of forgiving a lot easier. Now, I'm not going to say it's 100% easy, but it puts you in that place of like, you start to understand why people do certain stuff. That's what happens to me, bro. Because I be having empathy for folks. Even when people do me wrong, I'm always putting myself in that person's shoes and be like, why did they do that? And then I analyze it from a spiritual standpoint. I'm like, yeah, it's no point. It's no point in like harboring that unforgiveness. Now, granted, I'll still be hurt. I would have to go on a fast for that. But once I'm done with that fast and God answers that fast, dude, I'm moving on. And He took that out of me. Oh yeah, I'm straight. We moving forward. We gotta keep the ball rolling, bruh. You feel me? We gotta keep that ball rolling. We gotta keep that walk with God rolling. Cause unforgiveness eats up people, bruh. It eats you alive, bruh. It slows you down. It blocks. It blocks God from moving, bruh. Really. Here you are trying to ask God for forgiveness, but you have unforgiveness. You feel me? Like, bro, how make it make sense, bro? Make it make sense. You over here asking God for forgiveness, but you have unforgiveness, bro. You knowingly have unforgiveness, bro. You knowingly hate a person. You knowingly have resentment against what your boss did to you at work. You know, you got people in the work field, they boss fired them for no apparent reason. So they mad and have unforgiveness towards their boss because they was working there for years and they was the top worker. And the boss was like, freak that, I'm still firing you. So they got that unforgiveness in their heart. Man, forgive, man. You know? Or some people might have, some kids might have unforgiveness might have unforgiveness towards their parents, how their parents treated them growing up. So they have that unforgiveness because their parents was dysfunctional in the household. So they have unforgiveness. So when they grow up, that unforgiveness is so tied to them. It's like, man, most of them can't even live their lifestyle because they so hurt behind what their parents did when they was 10 years old or 11 years old or 12 years old. Now they holding on to it at 30. Whoo! They holding on to that junk at 30, bruh. Oh my gosh, bro. They holding on to that junk at 30, bro. You feel me? Bro, I'm be real in my life too because I'm real with it. But growing up, people always made fun of me for my walking, for all types of stuff. People made fun of me. People laughed at me. Even Jehovah Witnesses will walk up to me if I'm at a McDonald's with my mom or something when I was younger, right? They will walk up to me. They be like, "Oh, let me pray for you." And it it's cool. Prayer is cool. I'm not saying there's something wrong with prayer, but it made me feel bad because it's like you praying only for me, but not for everybody else. Why? Because I'm walking like this. It made me feel some type of way. You feel me? Because it's like, why are you only praying for me when I got a whole family with me? You should be praying for all of us. If that's the case, just because I'm walking like that don't mean I need the extra help, nigga. That don't mean I need the extra help. That's just how God created me, and it's for a purpose. I'm knowing that now, but I didn't know that when I was younger. You feel me? It's a purpose why the God of Israel created me like this. So it's not something you should be like, oh, bless his heart. No, nigga, bless everybody's heart. If you gonna pray, be be for real, bro. Bless everybody. Pray for everybody around me. Then, how about that? That's 10 times better. You feel me? Don't just be praying for me because you see me walking a certain way and you feel bad, and you just want to be, man. That mindset, bro. But I'm just letting y'all know that even with people in my past, I forgive them, bro. Because that's just them, bro. I forgive them, bro. People that made fun of me, people that laughed at me, people that, you know, did all types of stuff to me when I was younger. I forgive them, bro. I forgive them, bro. I'm not gonna be in my late 20s talking about, oh, I'm not gonna forgive so and that happened like 20 years ago, bro. You feel me? Nah, I'm gonna forgive them because it's life, bro. It's life. I'm not gonna be holding on to resentment and unforgiveness because of what Tom did to me when I was 11 years old. No, that's trash, bro. That's trash. I'ma forgive, bro. Even the people that made fun of me, even the people that looked down upon me, I'ma make, I'ma forgive all of them, bro. You feel me? Even the praying Jehovah Witnesses, I forgive them, man, because I'm saying that because it wasn't the prayer. It's just that they singling me out to pray for me because they see a defect. It's like you just praying because you see a defect. But you should pray for me. You should pray that I walk with God. You should pray that, you know, you should pray something real, bro, because that's just a defect, bro. Me walking like this is just because it's a purpose behind it. You should be really praying for my future. You should really pray and be like you feel me? Like if a Jehovah, like if I could go back in time and tell that the Jehovah Witnesses in the McDonald's, right? I'll be like, bro, if I had the same mindset, I'd be like, bro, pray for my future in God, bro. Pray for me that I walk with God. Pray for me that I really walk with him. Pray for me that I really do his will, man. Don't be praying for me just because you see a defect. Nah, bro. Because that's a part of his plan, bro. That's a part of his plan. Me walking like this, guys, just shows how me walking like this shows how not strong a lot of people are, man. Because look at me. I'm walking like this and I'm following God and doing all these things. That should show you how much strength I got. It really just shows how a lot of people are weak, you know? And it's crazy, bro, because I understand why God created me like this. And there's a lot of times, oh, I'm going to make a message. I was about to say the message. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna say that in the next message. But yeah, man, these Jehovah Witnesses was praying for me. Like, why don't you just pray for my future then? If we, like, for real, bro. Don't be feeling bad for me because now look, a whole probably 10 or 10 years later, 10 or 12 years later, I'm over here walking with God on fire. You feel me? Here they are praying for my legs, but come on, man. But like I said, I forgive them though. I forgive them though. You feel me? I forgive them because they coming from a place where they generally just trying to help. I get it. You feel me? They trying to help, bro. That's all they trying to do. They trying to help. But If you have unforgiveness in your heart, it really will eat you alive, bro. It really will eat you alive, bro. It really will eat you alive, bro. That's what I'm saying in this message, man. Like I said, bro, if there's any unforgiveness in my heart that I don't see, I forgive them. Whatever it is, bro. Because, like I said, we don't see a lot of stuff until it be that odd time. We be like, yo, that, hold up. You feel me? But, yeah, I forgive, bro. I forgive the people that done me wrong. You know, I got a good heart posture for that, man. Because even in the message, I still have OCD talking about. It's crazy, bro. But I pray that y'all forgive the people that done you wrong, man, and move on, bro. Get that out of your heart, bro. Get them chains and them how you say it, malignant roots. Get that out of your system. Get that out of your spiritual system. Get that out of your heart. Forgive, bro. Forgive, man. Forgive, bro. Don't be holding on to it, bro. Seriously. Because you're just blocking your growth in God. You blocking your growth. You're blocking your progression. How can you walk with God? How can you ask God for forgiveness, but you over here hating so and so because how they done you? You over here hating your boss for firing you because you worked there for years. Now you have resentment and unforgiveness, bro. Forgive, bro. Forgive, bro. Life is too short to be holding all that stuff in, bro. That's why I teach myself a lot, man. Life is too short to hold all that stuff in, man. You never know when it's your time. When your time is up, you never know. But get that unforgiveness out of your heart, man, because it just causes more harm than good. For real, bro. It really causes more harm than good. But y'all be cool, man. It's Malik Sorensen. This is the brand, man. Y'all check out my website. I got short stories on there. I got 2 poetic albums. I got spiritual art, man, and all types of stuff. We cooking, man. But yeah, man, I forgive everybody who done me wrong, bro. Even the ones I don't remember, bro. I forgive them. No hard feelings, no resentment, no unforgiveness, man. Life is too short for all of that, man. I'm dealing with too much to hold all that stuff in, man. That's how you messed up y'all bodies, bro. Too, physically. And it's crazy because spiritually you messing up your bodies because you're holding all that stuff in. But spiritually, how do I say it? Spiritually, you're messing up your body by holding all that stuff in. But physically, oh yeah, you messing up your body too. Because you're holding all that stuff in. Whoo, that messes up the body, fam. I'm trying to tell you. But y'all be cool.